Okay. Hello all. I'm Ryan Oikler Reviews, and today's discussion is on Hell's Kitchen, episode 102, season 1, episode 2, the second episode, season 1. Yeah. So this episode aired June 6, 2005. It's my first time there was a challenge, reward, punishment, and it gives a pretty unique dinner service. So I'm just gonna hop into the synopsis. It's the first time a recurring thing pretty much every season where the sous chefs go into the dorms and wake everyone up very loudly. This is something that happens every season. In season 2 and 4, I think. I mean, it's 6 or one of those seasons. They reuse the same line. The announcer saying, "After a long day, the contestants are hoping to get a little sleep, and that's exactly what they get." And then boom, they rush in. That was the first time that happened, so always a fun thing. Waking up everyone early. The first challenge, squid cleaning challenge. You notice this in just about every season. They have a challenge of prepping something. Is usually around the first one. It's like a test of precision. I like the consistency and I like how they change it up every time. But for the first time, squid cleaning, which I think is perfect. The attention to detail, cleaning a squid, the stuff. Uh, so, most people got one. Dewberry got 2, Ralph got 2, Mary Ellen got 2, and Wendy and Andrew got 0. So, I ended up with a red victory. So the first reward that ever happens in Hell's Kitchen is just another dinner with Chef Ramsay. I see this a lot in the first season where the rewards are just dinner with Ramsay. And every other season it gets more and more extravagant or out there or, something large. I think that whole show kind of progresses, getting larger as it goes on. Punishment. Blue team has to clean the squids. And then, that's really it. Everyone is a little pissed off, and that happens throughout the season. So particularly Ralph, who faces a lot of punishments this season, gets really mad about that. So, they clean squid, and then they also get the additional punishment during service that the Blues Kitchen's AC will be broken. They'll be cooking on a hot thing. This is kind of a reference to Ramsay's own experience. So in his first few months owning kitchen, his AC broke and he had to do service without AC and it got hot. So he's trying to use the same methods that he learned with, which I think is a decent way of doing it. Yep. So, service. Oh, well, actually, before that, there was, when they were trying to sleep, Jeff was in pain from his kidney stone. He's lying there in the hallway. Jessica approaches him to ask him if he's okay. He, groans in pain, and Jessica just says, whatever. That was really funny. That was a great moment in this episode. Yeah, so then service. Yeah, it's going a lot better than last time. Both kitchens sent out appetizers, all of them, surprisingly. And then main courses is when things start to take a big dip. Jeff from a kidney stone, who's screwing up garnish station. Ramsay calls him a donkey, classic stuff. Blue team do it a little bit better, 140 degrees in there, Fahrenheit. That's real hot. That is 60 degrees Celsius, so, heat stroke weather. Yeah, Jeff's complaining about his thing. In the red kitchen, Chris, this is kind of a redemption moment where, for Chris to make us like Chris, because up to this point, super big, as Ramsey called him, a plank. He sucks. He's boring. He's lazy, but he's taking the role of a leader by teaching Elsie how to cook the salmon. He's showing teamwork instead of contempt, even though it's a competition, he still has to work together as a team, and I respect Chris for that. Yeah, but as always, with these early dinner services, does not go well, which is to be expected with the early dinner services. People order a pizza. This is a great moment with Jean-Philippe. We get to see him in action. The pizza gets to the tables, and Jean-Philippe starts going, no, you cannot do this in a Hell's Kitchen. And then he gets into the argument with that one customer. He tries to assault Jean-Philippe, and then gets kicked out of the kitchen by a crew member. He's boasting about his doctorate. He's like, I'm a doctor, I know more than you. It's a doctor in music, which is pretty funny. Jean-Philippe is a hero. He's great in this season. Yeah, so in the end, Dubry got eliminated over Jeff. Dubry kind of gave up. He started to walk out of the kitchen, which is fair. Even though I like Dubry a lot more than Jeff. Dubry is still... He gave up, he's a little soft. He's great. It's like I said last time, he's great, but he doesn't belong in a kitchen environment 100% like this. Especially Hell's Kitchen, which is incredibly competitive and it's hostile. I wish the best for Dubry. Yeah, so that's the end of the episode. Yeah, I think this was a great episode. We get to see people are struggling, but not to a frustrating extent. The punishment is fun. I wish they still did this in every other season, where the punishments extend into service. I believe they did it sometime in, I want to say season 2 or 4, where they had to make a delivery in the middle of service. I wish they would do that more. It seems like there's more at stake to the punishment. I know prepping both kitchens is pretty standard now, but I'd like to see something more exciting and just clean it up. More on that probably later when they do the storeroom lock. That's a fun moment. I'm excited to get to that later. Yeah, but this episode was great. Jean-Philippe's argument, Ramsey is on point. Sous chefs get into some fun. This is a good episode, in my opinion. I'm a big fan of this one, and I wouldn't say to skip any episodes, but definitely pay attention to this one. Don't just have it in the background. I'd say this is something you should put attention into. This is a good episode.